This video is sponsored by New. What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and it's been a while since we've covered some electric vehicles here on the channel. So I decided today, why not cover two electric vehicles? We've got the new KQi2 and the new KQi3 Pro. So let's take a look at electric scooters first for the channel. Actually, not really. We did a really wacky video with a fake scooter back in the day, but it's neither here nor there. Today we're taking a look at some serious options for those of you who want to get around but not break the bank. Now, if you haven't heard of New before, they're the leading provider of two-wheeled electric vehicles, and they design and manufacture a wide range of mobility solutions, including e-mopeds, kick scooters, e-bikes, and even e-motorcycles. They've sold over 2 million vehicles worldwide since launching in 2015 and are even NASDAQ listed. So these are New's latest electric kick scooters. They're electric, so you know that means they have a motor, and to get them started, you simply kick off, hit the throttle, and the motor kicks in. And we've seen this style of scooter pop up a lot in the last few years. We even have a few of them scattered all over New Jersey here. And I'm personally not crazy about sharing things like this right off the street with random people where these have been all over the city. Not my cup of tea. But before I jump into my personal experience on these guys, let's talk about both of these models. This one right here is the KQi2 Pro, and it can travel 24.9 miles, so you can cover a lot of ground with it, and it can hit up to 17.4 miles per hour, which doesn't sound insane on paper, but when you're on a scooter, it feels very quick. And we've also got the big brother here, the KQi3 Pro, which has a longer range of up to 31 miles, which is quite a big jump compared to the almost 25 on the KQi2 Pro, while also having a higher top speed of 19.9 miles per hour. Both of these are absolutely meant to have enough range and speed to get you to and back from places very quickly. So it's safe to say these aren't toys, they're serious means of transportation. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, if I had this back in college, it would change everything for me. Getting to campus would be so much easier from my off-campus apartment. If only this existed. Does that make me sound old? I feel like it makes me sound old.
You are.
Watch your mouth, Jay. So both of these have a two-step folding design, so you can collapse the handlebars down and lock it in so you can take it around with you and not have it take up too much space. But both of them are over 40 pounds, so don't go thinking you can take this and carry it around for long periods of time. So now we have an idea of what these are, but let's take a closer look at the actual scooters. Now, from a design perspective, these look very similar, but the KQi3 Pro is a little bit wider, and the overall deck has a slightly different look to it. The deck on the KQi2 Pro has a grip tape material that it comes with, so your feet stay right where they need to be, but what's pretty unique here is being able to swap out the tape for a different look. Ours came with an extra one, but I believe they have a few different options available, so you can potentially pick up one that best matches your style. These scooters also have tall and wide handlebars with the throttle on the right side, a little bell on the left so you can let people know you're behind them, and a brake lever on the left side of the KQi2 Pro, while the KQi3 Pro has levers on both sides, which is another benefit of the bigger option. And in front of the handlebars, you got this nice halo light so you can see in front of you in the dark. And you've also got this rear brake light so people can see you from behind, as well as a bunch of reflectors on the handlebars and the wheels, so you'll absolutely be seen and heard thanks to the bell. Braking is actually really smooth here, and thanks to the regenerative brakes, you actually conserve energy while braking. And thanks to the braking system on both scooters, you should be able to avoid skidding and falling forward if you happen to brake hard. And right in the center of both handlebars, you get a small LED display that lets you know the mode you're in, your current speed, as well as a few other tidbits of info like Bluetooth connection, battery life, etc. And speaking of Bluetooth connections, these can of course be paired with an app. Now, the app gives you access to some pretty cool controls like being able to remote lock the scooters, check your battery level, and even see your riding stats if you care to take a deeper dive into your usage. But most importantly, let's talk about the riding experience. Like I said, it's pretty comfortable to be on one of these, and because it's a kick to start scooter, you feel like you're in control right from the start of your ride. New intentionally left off the ability to just take off using the throttle so that new users wouldn't be taken back and potentially hurt themselves. Now, we all know electric vehicles are popular for their instant torque, where these have a gradual torque, which I am 100% appreciative of. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to be standing on one of these and have it just take off from under you. I've experienced that with a couple of electric skateboards, and I'm telling you, it is not a good look. So there's a lot of attention given to safety and making it a comfortable ride. And speaking of comfortable ride, these are equipped with 10-inch diameter tires, and while there's no suspension on these scooters, they handle bumps and unstable terrain pretty easily. If you've seen the streets of New Jersey, you know how bad it is out here, but I was able to get by on some pretty rough pavement with little to no issue. So both scooters are very comfortable to ride. They've even got 4 riding modes, one being a custom mode so you can set your max top speed. So based on what you're comfortable with, you can actually tailor the scooter's top speed to match what works best for you. Now in terms of battery, we already talked about range, but they take about 6 hours to charge back to max, which is great because you can pretty much charge them overnight and you'll be good to go. And the batteries have up to 500 charge cycles before you see any kind of drop in performance. So if you had like a daily commute of 5 miles, it would take you like 4 years before you see any drop in performance of the battery. Now from a pricing and performance perspective, these are really great options compared to a lot of their competitors. The KQi2 Pro comes in at $599, while the KQi3 Pro comes in at $799. And you can of course find these on Nu's website as well as Amazon, but you can also find them in their physical flagship stores that are in LA, Miami, New York, Chicago. And you can even find them at big brands like Best Buy, Walmart, and a few other retailers. And I'll have a dedicated link down below with a bit of a discount, so you guys could go ahead and take advantage of that. And when you use the code NUSCOOTER, you get $150 off of this, which is absolutely insane. But you can also get $150 off over at Walmart, and I'll of course have more details down below about these discounts. And they even provide a really solid warranty that covers all major parts for 2 years, and they also provide support and parts online for customers who want to repair their own kick scooters. So if you're on the market for an electric scooter, these are probably going to be some of the best options available from a price to performance perspective, especially with all the different things that Nu has put into them to make sure you get a safe and smooth ride. Nu has a ton of experience with electric vehicles, so it's no surprise that these are gonna be some of the best options out. But of course, I'm gonna have links to everything down below in the description so you guys can learn more. But I gotta say, these have been some of the best electric scooters that I've used personally, and they're absolutely worth checking out. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.